How to apply for Google AdSense. So there's a few things that you need to get started. First, you need the Google account. So you'll just need to sign up if you don't already have one. If you already have one, you can just proceed with that one. You need to have the website that you want to monetize with Google AdSense. They want to see what exactly it is that you're doing. So if you try to just sign up without anything already done, you're most likely going to get rejected because they can't tell if what you're doing is compliant with the program or not. So just set it up, put up a few articles on it, just get it started before you apply for the process. You also need a mailing address at which you receive your bank statements. So if you don't have an address, a valid postal address, you're not going to be able to sign up because when I signed up, they mailed me out something. They mail you out like this postcard type thing, and it has a code on it, and you have to enter the code. So if you don't get that, you're not going to be able to sign up. So just keep that in mind to use a valid address because you actually do need to be able to check it. So I'm just going to sign in here with an AdSense account. And so then you have to, this is the second step in the process. I'm just using an email that I don't have any AdSense account tied to. So the first thing you have to do is tell them where you're going to show your ads. So this is the one that you already created. You have to show the domain. Let's pretend that I'm doing jordanrsnow.com and choose the language. I'm going to choose English. So here are the terms and conditions and program policies. So you may not click on your own ads or encourage others to do so. These are just things that you have to agree to, but you have to also keep in mind whenever you're going to be running your AdSense, these are the things that will make you lose your account. The problem with losing your account is you don't just lose it today, you lose all the money that you made up that hasn't been paid out. So whenever you make money, if you're getting paid not until 30 days later, then you can lose up to 60 days, 30 to 60 days worth of money if you do these things. So you're taking a big risk if you do these things, and you're not going to make very much money anyways if you do them. So it's really against your best interest. So you can't click on your ads. You can't encourage others to do so either. Either way is bad and will make you lose your account. You may not place ads on sites that includes incentive to users to click on ads or format their sites to mislead users into clicking on ads. An example of this would be saying something like, click on an ad to continue to our locked content or something like that. If you make them click on an ad to get something or to do something, or if you tell them that you will rate more content if they click on your ads, those are all things that will cause you to lose your account. You cannot place any adult content on it. You can't place anything like, you can't place content that's offensive in terms of like racist, hate propaganda, and that kind of stuff. Again, you will lose your site. So don't put any nudity on your site. Make sure that there's none gets on there. Even sometimes it can be an issue if you create a site where people can upload content, and if it's not checked before it's uploaded and there's nudity or something like that, it's possible that you could lose your AdSense account. You cannot place ads on sites with content protected by copyright unless they have the legal right to do so. This means if you went to one of my sites and you were to just copy out an article on it, and because you don't have the right to do that, you can lose your AdSense account for that as well. If somebody reports it, or maybe if they do a test and find that you weren't the first person to write it, and they just notice that all your content is not original, then you can lose your AdSense account. Publishers may not sign up for an AdSense account if they have an account already. I can't start two personal accounts. It's just against the terms of service. You can have a personal account and a business account, but that's because a business is essentially a different entity. Google may terminate a publisher's use of the AdSense service, including for invalid clicks or impressions or other violations of the program policies. In the event of the termination, will withhold unpaid revenue and make its will withhold unpaid revenue and make its best effort to return all unpaid revenue, including Google's share, to affected advertisers. So if they close down your account, you lose all the money and it goes back to the advertisers because essentially if you're cheating Google, you're not cheating Google. It doesn't even really, it's not going to make a big effect for Google. What you're really doing is taking money from other businesses who are trying to advertise their product. And so it's not Google you're affecting, it's the people who are trying to advertise and build their business that are doing the same thing that you're doing. So here's the last step. You have to enter your country, your time zone. Um, so you choose individual or business, and this will determine who it's paid out to. And it must match, basically everything must match whether you're doing business or individual in your account. How did you get to know AdSense? You can just answer that. And then you can choose what you want them to email and just hit submit. And then you're going to be waiting. Like I said, you have to get the postal, you have to get the mail from them, and then you have to enter a code so that will verify that you have the address. And also, it depends on what your content is on your website and make sure it agrees with the terms of service.